very exciting opportunity that we've been working on for the last 6 months or so is a project in a very large metropolitan city that when we were asked not as urban designers to work on that project, but we were asked to work on that to provide all of the infrastructure engineering. And we actually flipped the response back a little bit and said, it's all about urban places. This is a downtown urban core center project on a waterfront that has all of the things that make urban places exciting. And so we pitched the project as an urban places project for us and how we could help the client in that regard. And we won. And so that project, which sounded like a kind of standard, how do you connect the pipes, became a project that was all about innovation and creativity. And Stantec is leading the way on this, and this is going to be how we lead every project in the future. So Stantec's Urban Places is an interdisciplinary hub of capability that goes through all of the different business lines we have at Stantec. And it's our way to actually respond to what's going on in the world today, which is that the world is urbanizing at a very fast rate, at about 1.4 million people a day moving into urban centers. When we look at the city of the future, we think about shared mobility and autonomous vehicles and sensors in the traffic signals that make it a safer place for people to be, lighting systems that go on when you walk by. But the intersection of all of that together is what's really exciting for me, and that we're going to be really on the cutting edge of all of this stuff and hopefully pulling it all together as Stantec's Urban Places. We were actually engaged by one of the countries in the Middle East to look at how to create a happy city and working on what makes people happy. And it's fascinating. You know, people talk about healthy cities, but happy cities are about creating places that people really want to be in, where walkable, where you can actually, being where you are is about exercising not because you want to, but because you just have to get where you want to go. And just being in a place that creates a wonderful experience. So resilient communities are not just about making your buildings resilient. It's really about making everything resilient. So we think about it in the context of the public spaces. We think about it in terms of the energy grid. We think about it in terms of everything you do in your daily life. So if there is a disaster, hopefully you can recover from it quickly, and hopefully you don't have the damage that you would have otherwise. In New Orleans, which obviously had a real problem with Hurricane Katrina, we're working on the Blue-Green Infrastructure Project, which is actually going to help solve a pretty frequently occurring problem of flooding in the Chantilly section of New Orleans. Really exciting project using cutting-edge technology for smart technology, as well as just good design that creates great spaces for people. Today the world is dealing with some real problems when it comes to accessibility. Equitable housing is a real challenge, not just in the United States and North America, but globally. And that's an area that we really need to focus on. So one of the things we're doing is looking at a project that's a project we're working on in Boston called One Charlestown. That was public housing, and transforming that into a neighborhood with a mix of housing and all sorts of services and commercial area and residential and commercial and mixed use, all together to create an opportunity for people to get what they need and have the access to everything that they need in the community. Really exciting opportunity. But then there's access and accessibility to transit and services. And you look behind me and there's the light rail that Stantec has been engaged in light rail throughout the Arizona area. And one of the really exciting projects that's coming up for us is right behind me. We're going to be putting the first streetcar in Tempe, Arizona, which is a really exciting project. And then you look behind me again and you see the bird scooters. There's a whole revolution going on in the world of mobility. And Stantec is right on the top, on the front edge of that revolution. We're working on shared autonomous vehicles. We're working on connected autonomous vehicles. We're looking at how do you actually use streets differently, what's going to happen in the future of parking. All of those things are part of what we do in urban places. Stantec Urban Places is about helping our communities, whether it's a suburban community, whether it's a downtown, even rural communities, become better places, vibrant, exciting, walkable neighborhoods, communities. And we're excited about helping make that happen. And we're excited about providing all things urban to our clients.